be proud. We Hawaiians, we're very special people. You know, we're we we have what it takes to heal the world, and that's aloha, and that's kind of fading. It's up to our generation to bring that all back.
Yeah, man. Hey, let's go. Welcome back to Hawaii Real, everyone. I am here with Brad from Strongarm Hawaiians clothing company, and they have gone over to answer the call to action for this pandemic, and they've started creating masks and stuff. It's nice Strongarm Hawaiians masks made of like this neoprene and everything, man. Brad, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Oh, thanks for having us. Yeah.
I like the shirt you got there, man. Maka'i.
Yeah. Support our local police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Brad, you're the artist with Strongarm Hawaiians?
Yes, I am.
All right, man. How did you get started in that?
Well, I went to school after I graduated high school up in San Jose State, and I was working out there in video games for a little bit, and life happened, and I moved back home. Had to come back home, and once I came back, I kind of was looking for a job, and they didn't really have any jobs here in my field. So I have a art background, so I was doing t-shirt designs for Crazy Shirts for a little bit. And my best friend hooked me up with one of his coworkers, and I ended up being Kavika. And Kavika said, "Hey, I need some t-shirt designs," and we just started from there. And after a while, we just end up jumping on and doing artwork for him full time. So it's been a real pleasure and real eye-opening experience into the t-shirt game. So I'm very thankful for the whole journey into that.
Yeah. And I'm always awesome. You know, it always boggles my mind. And it's awesome to have like local talent come out and like start producing stuff from their own creativity and like become entrepreneurs and stuff. Man.
Right.
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah. And the field I was working in mobile video games. So a lot of the things I was doing was, I would release a design and it would get shot down by, a higher up producer. And I didn't really get to see a lot of my stuff come to fruition. But with this company, it's me and Kavika work hand in hand, and it's, I kind of have like a hand on the wheel in a sense, I create something and I actually get to see it into, full production. So
yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, man. So it's awesome.
And you're saying all your guys' designs, you go through like cultural Hawaiians to get them vetted and everything like that?
Yeah. So I'll create a design and me and Kavika will talk it over, and then we'll pass it through Kumuhina, and Kumuhina will tell us what we need to change, and this is culturally appropriate, and that's what we want to do. We want to make sure our stuff is, accurate and also very sensitive to the situations that are going on here in Hawaii. So
very respectful.
Very respectful, yeah. We always want to make sure we do that. So
what kind of things have you guys like supported and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I mean, with everything going on with COVID-19, and we wanted to make sure we do masks, and also with TMT, with Mauna Kea, we wanted to make sure that everything we put out there to the community was accurate, and so it just went through her, and we had a really good response so far. So
how are things up in the Mauna?
Oh, from what I hear, it sounds like we did pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys showcase your designs and stuff up there too? Or
from what I've actually haven't had the pleasure of going up there yet, but from all the Instagram photos and Facebook photos, I've seen a lot of people rocking our stuff up there. So it seems like we're full force up on the Mauna, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of prideful type of feeling does it bring to you to do this kind of work for, the Hawaiian community and stuff?
Well, it gives me a lot of pride because my strengths are in art. So that's the one way I can contribute to the community and to show a little bit of our culture through my artwork. Is just like the best feeling in the world. I just love, putting out designs that feature things that people have like a connection to. If you look at all our jackets, we always try to connect to a certain group of people. And I just feel like when I hear about people looking at our jacket and it brings them to tears, I really feel honored that I was a part of that.
What was the kind of thing that brought some of the tears?
So like
That sounds like fascinating to me.
oh
To
yeah,
see
I
that.
mean, you look at any of our jackets, the Haloa jacket, which was based off of our cultural dependence on kalo, like and the effect that had in our culture. Just seeing like people just looking at it and just being like, oh yeah, like I know where that is, and you know I know what that story is, and you know we put things in our jackets and our artwork that is a little like a Easter egg almost. So it's like people got to really know the backstory and the history of it to kind of understand that artwork. So yeah, when people kind of identify those things, then I'm like, okay, you know, it pays off for me.
Is that from like your video game background to put like Easter eggs and stuff? Just like
yeah,
wanting to do that kind of thing?
yeah, I guess so.
I love video games, man.
Yeah, me too. And you know, I try to take my background in that and apply it to things that I know about our culture. So yeah, that's the fun part for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have fun doing it?
I love it.
Yeah.
This is like my release.
So like you say that, right? It's your release and everything, but this is your job, right? This is your full-time gig.
Yeah.
Does it feel like going to work?
No, not at all.
Doing this?
Not at all. Like I never wake up and I'm like, oh gosh, I have to go in and draw. It's my passion. So
Yeah.
so I get up every morning, I'm like excited, you know, like what we're gonna do next today. You know, when Kavika has an idea, like, hey, I had this idea, like we should put this on a jacket. I'm like, yeah, let's go for it, you know, and vice versa, you know. So it's a good relationship where we bounce things back and forth off each other. Yeah. So it's awesome.
So do you have any words of wisdom or advice for local Hawaiians who maybe have these ideas, these creative, artistic, whether it be drawing or, you know, sculpture or singing music or anything like that, that maybe aren't putting themselves out there to use that to make themselves a living? Do you have any like words of advice or anything like that? Like, how did you go from using your talents to make your income and your living?
Well, I got really fortunate with this platform for me to kind of showcase my artwork. But what I've learned through working with Kavika and working with Kumuhina and being at the store Noeau Designers is, you know, you have these people who feel so strongly about this particular subject matter that, you know, you got to do your research and you have to read up on it. And because if you slip up and people will look at it and it won't mean anything to them. But if you do your research and you make sure your stuff is accurate, then I guess then it would be more impactful. Any other advice I would give to people out there that do have an artistic background is just you know, put yourself out there and just, you know, put your designs out there, because no one's going to see it if it's tucked away in your sketchbook. Put it online, you know, because the more people see it, you know, people are more aware of the culture. And I think that's the best advice I can give.
Did you have trouble like putting your stuff out there to begin with? When you first started, like a t-shirt design?
Well, when I was at Crazy Shirts, it was funny because I wanted to do really, because I'm born and raised here. I lived here all my life except for the time I was at school. But when I was at Crazy Shirts, I would do more local style designs, not tailored towards the tourists. So it was, you know, so I kind of always had that in me to just kind of do what I know. So with Strongarm, it's kind of come like naturally. to just put out, stuff I know from my culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on that note, what kind of video games you play? What's your favorite? What's your go-to?
Oh, right now, me and my bros are stuck on Fortnite.
Oh,
and
my kids too, man.
yeah, I can't get it off, man. They call me up.
With this
Call me
whole,
up all the
yeah,
time.
with this whole stay-at-home thing, it's like they're playing more and they're getting like really good. I used to be competitive with them, but I can't compete with them anymore, man.
Oh yeah,
It's so
no,
ridiculous.
we all suck. But we just try to get one win at least.
Yeah, and that's hard, man.
Yeah.
That's all you're trying to do to get a win. So what else are you guys doing besides masks and stuff like that? What do you guys have coming with your clothing line? Anything new and
So
upcoming?
I know in the pipe we have like some T-shirt designs that kind of tailor to uplifting people's spirits about this this whole pandemic thing, and want people to kind of be a little bit more lighthearted, because I know it can get really down for some people. Staying at home every day and hearing the numbers going up every day. So it's like, give them like a lighthearted shirt that, makes them laugh a little bit. I think that's our next goal, I think. But also to keep the mask going as well. Because, people have to stay protected out there. So
Do you think that's like a permanent thing? People are just going to always have masks from now on?
I hope not. I hope not, because I like to show this off.
Yeah, because like I can't see if you're smiling or you're smirking.
Right. I went into the bank today and I was like, oh man, they're going to think I'm robbing the place. I have my hat and shades, and I was like, oh, I need to take one of these off.
I don't know, man. Well, you need a face shield, a clear
for sure.
face shield. I don't know.
Show your intentions.
Yeah, I was at the grocery store yesterday, and I was like, I had this mask on. And I felt like weird. It just felt weird to be having my face all covered up.
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
Protective, yeah, because everybody else had their masks on too. But I don't know. It's just I feel like a bandit, It's
Exactly.
but we gotta do it, and that's the main thing. And
Right.
like say flatten out the curve kind of deal. So all right.
Yeah. Seems like we're getting there.
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
I think so. In the meantime, we'll just, keep plugging away and try to get these people their mask and some cool T-shirt designs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where can people find you guys?
Oh, you can find us on Strongarm Unlimited on Instagram, or Strongarm Hawaiians on Instagram, and then also strongarmhawaiians.com. Our website is fully running, so if you see any new T-shirts up there, most likely, it's for sale. So, yeah.
Do you guys do online sales too?
Online sales, yep, and we'll send it to you as soon as we get your order in. And
Do you know?
as quickly
Do you
as
know
we
like
can.
where like the furthest that you guys have sent the clothing and stuff?
I think the furthest one was Australia.
Oh, that's not that far.
Yeah, well, it's far from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Hawaiians all over, and yeah, you guys got a great brand, and I'm
Thank you so much.
proud to have you guys on the show. Thank you
yeah.
for coming on, man.
No problem. Glad to be here.
All right, we're back with Kavika Pelletier. You are the owner of Strongarm Unlimited, Strongarm Hawaiians.
Yeah. Well, actually, me and Brad is the owners, partners.
Partners, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to just take over ownership over
Nah. No.
Brad? He's over there. He's like, oh, man. What you talking about? I'm owner too.
Yeah.
So how do you guys start this business?
Started in 1999. Started printing shirts. At the time, BJ Penn was like,
Real big. In
yeah,
MMA.
real
He was
big.
the shit, yeah.
yeah. So we was printing shirts around that.
Uh-huh.
I was working with like Nico Vitale and a lot of up and coming fighters from 808 Fight Factory. So we started doing fight shirts, and it was selling real good. So it started up, and I would take it in the back of my truck down to Nanakuli, Helelua Street, and I would sell 100 shirts in a night.
Jeez.
Yeah. So I said, maybe there's a future in this. So we started doing it and meeting a lot of people and expanding. And after a little while, I started getting we'd have to drink, I would be drinking all the time. So it was like not getting healthy. And
Oh, okay.
so kind of tapered off, and some other legal issues with the with the name and stuff came up, so we kind of shut it down for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And we just brought it back about 5 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and we came full blast and back at it again, doing what I love to do. So yeah,
You just love to create. Like you have all these ideas in your head, you just want to put them down.
yeah. I mean, it's a love for the Hawaiian culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for me, being such a fair skinned, Hawaiian.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You probably feel my pain. You
I
know?
do.
When you're a little bit younger than me though, but when I was young, in elementary school, they still had Kio Haole Day.
Oh no, we had that.
Yeah, you guys, yeah.
Yeah.
So they, you know what I mean? Would have all the bulls. They'd be looking for the howlies, and they'd be looking at me, and I would look at the bulls, and I'll be like, "Let's go get them." And they'd be, "Okay, let's." Oh, I guess you with us, and so we'd be. But I mean, it I got a lot of shit for you and Howley. You're not Hawaiian. I
Yeah.
got that. But growing up in my family had we had a home in Makaha, Mauna Lahi Lahi. So I stayed there every weekend till I was like 12 years old. I stayed in Nanakuli with my family in Nanakuli, Papakolea. So a lot of the Hawaiian homesteads, I grew up with all Hawaiians.
Mm-hmm.
So the white Hawaiian running around with the dark skinned Hawaiians.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't, they didn't look at me differently. It was only when I went outside of that circle that it would really, I made me look in the mirror like, oh yeah, I am a fair skinned Hawaiian.
Yeah.
And it made me feel kind of like, I'm so proud to be Hawaiian, but it made me feel like you got to prove you Hawaiian kind of.
Just because of the color of your skin, how you were born.
Yeah, to the Hawaiians,
Yeah.
And my mom is Hawaiian. My dad is Hawaiian, but I came out the most fair out of all my siblings.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean it kind of pushed me to do even more. I love everything about being Hawaiian. I used to come home from school and have my dad in the garage with musicians playing slack key Hawaiian music, and I learned all the songs and what it felt like to be Hawaiian, doing emus up in Papakolea, and just hanging out with all these prolific Hawaiian people. It made me be so proud to be Hawaiian.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to kind of give back to my kids, show my kids
Mm-hmm.
what it's like to be Hawaiian, because nowadays it's not the same as when we was growing up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There are no more luau's anymore. You go to luau's and then they playing Hawaiian music, and the aunties stand up and start dancing hula. No more of that anymore. You go to a luau now, it's like reggae music and everybody's skanking, and the feel
It's different, definitely.
it's different. It's not the same, and just the food is different. Hawaiian food's so expensive, and then I think we do a lot of like nostalgic stuff. So we do shirts that say like old school slangs like "whip 'em ke aloha," things that they used to say back in the day.
Nice.
So I trying to perpetuate what I know of being, because I'm not a Hawaiian scholar
Mm-hmm.
at all. I never, I went Hawaiian studies because I had to. And I don't speak Hawaiian. I wasn't raised to speak Hawaiian. So, I'm kind of, I don't know. I don't like say inferior, but like, I only know what I know, about being a Hawaiian, and
Yeah.
I'm proud of what I know. But when it comes to being culturally correct about our content, that's why I go to Kumuhina.
Sure.
I call Kumuhina up,
Yeah.
and I ask her, hey, is this pono to print?
Mm-hmm.
Is this would this be okay? And a couple of times she shut me down. She said, "Hey, don't do that.
Sure.
That's not correct, or that not going to fly with the kupunas or whatever. So we print a lot of stuff like, respect the kupunas. Like when we was growing up, you talk back, you get lickings.
Yep.
You don't do your chores, you get lickings.
Yep.
Nowadays they telling the mom, "Hey, shut up. I like eat McDonald's, whatever." And it's such a different time now,
Yeah.
and even I'm guilty of that. Like my kids, they're spoiled in a, I don't lick them. I used to kind of spank them, but now you can get arrested for that. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful even with that too. But it's such a different time, and it really makes my heart happy when we print a shirt like Wipum Keloa, or we made one shirt that said Kahita Bowl. My grandma used to say that in Papakolea. She used to say, "Hey, when you're eating the poi, hey, Kahita Bowl, eat all the poi.
Finish it up. Yeah. Swipe it up.
Make sure no more nothing in the bowl." And so we printed one shirt said Kahita Bowl, and then I had somebody call me up and go, "Brother, hey, I can't buy that shirt. I really gotta have that shirt." I go, "Oh, okay." And he was crying, and I told him, "Hey, what's up? What's up with that? You okay?" And he goes, "Oh, my father just passed away." And that was his saying, Kahita Bo. Everything you do, Kahita Bo. That was what it meant a lot to them, in everything you do, Kahita Bo. And it made me look at it from their view, like, oh yeah, hey, you know what? In everything you do, clean it up, man. Do everything you can do to, finish the job,
Finish the job.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So there's a lot of meanings behind all, and yeah, so I'm learning every day from people who buy the products, from people who I consult with, and we trying our best just to make all the Hawaiians proud of us.
Yeah.
In everything we do. And there's always people like the Olelo police. They're gonna say, "Hey, you miss on Kako, you miss on Okina over here, or and yeah, you try.
Nobody's perfect though.
Yeah, trying our best, but
Yeah.
you know what? At the end of the day, all we trying to do is make the Hawaiians proud. No matter light skin Hawaiian, dark skin, wherever you're from, Molokai, Big Island, Kalapana, wherever, just be proud. We Hawaiians, we're very special people. We're we have what it takes to heal the world, and that's aloha. And that's kind of fading. It's up to our generation to bring that all back.
Yeah, so that's a lot of what you guys are doing is you bring stuff from the old school back to like modern, modern hip hop culture with all of our kids here,
Yeah, I like my kids feel how I felt when I was young, and about being Hawaiian. My kids, they don't really wear our brand. And I asked, "Hey, how come?" And they like the other hip kind brands, But that's why I just try and educate them. I don't force them to wear it. If they like, they like, And I get them manao on it too. Like my son Makakoa, he loves sharks, so tell you we're doing shark jacket or just shark shirt, and so we're actually working on a jacket about Nanaue. The shark god. So, everything I can grab from, I'm gonna grab from. Any I can learn from a 2-year-old. I can learn from the kupunas. I can learn from even non-Hawaiians teach me things every day. So that's what I want our brand to represent. So, whenever I get one idea, I just shoot it to Brad. "Hey, can you draw this?" And he never did say no. He cannot. He just like that jacket, the Kukaili Moku jacket with the night marchers on the front.
Yeah.
I tell him, "Hey, bro, let's draw this or whatever." And he put his artistic capabilities in there, and we show it to Kumuina, and she goes, "Hey, thumbs up, we like it, or we don't like it, and we just work from there. And then we release it to the public, and we we have a store out in Kapolei,
Mhm.
Noeau in Kamakanali'i, and they sell it over there. And we get a lot of feedback from Hawaiians every day. Oh, bro, this is nice, man. This is beautiful. Nobody's really doing it, So
Yeah. So these masks you guys are making for the Hawaiian community. You were telling me your wife works at she works at Queens. Did she
yeah,
like offer you some insight on how to make these or the materials to
yeah,
use?
she gave me some pointers on, some of the mask it sticks to your face.
Right.
The homemade mask, there's gaps.
Mm-hmm.
So I called up one of my buddies who professionally makes masks in the mainland.
Uh-huh.
And he said that he makes masks for doctors who does surgery.
Okay.
So I told him, hey, can you hook me up and send me down as much as you can? So he goes, yeah, hey, send me a print that you want on it and I'll do it. So we sent him a print and he printed it on neoprene.
Mm-hmm.
So the outside is neoprene
Mm-hmm.
and the inside is microfiber.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I'm not a scientist, but it's like that microfiber where the bacteria cannot live or whatever. You can just shoot it down with water and the bacteria's come off, or I don't know, something
It
like that.
definitely's got like a really soft, definite. It's different than cotton. It's not cotton. It's not regular polyester. It's almost slippery. It's really nice.
Yeah,
we like really comfortable. Yeah.
we never got any complaints yet, and my wife told me that, oh yeah, this is a good mask. So
Yeah.
right now we just brought in about 500 and it went in a day. So now we're trying to bring in a couple of thousand.
Mhm.
And so we're at the cost that we get it for, that's what we're selling it for.
Oh,
So we're not making anything off of it.
Okay.
We're just asking the public to reimburse us for what we paid.
Right.
But nobody even complained yet. Everybody's like, yeah, nah, don't worry. They're buying like 20, 30 a pop. And we got calls from Texas, from Canada. Oh, please send us, 20 up here, 20 or all over the whole United States. So hopefully we'll get enough to supply everyone, but we're trying to supply everybody home here first.
Right.
Make sure everybody has in Oahu. And then we're going to do the outer islands. And then after the outer islands, we jump to the mainland. If you guys like, we send them to whoever, any place all over the world. So yeah, we've had a pretty good run with this. I mean, it's only the first run, but we got a lot more coming. So
Are you guys gonna change the designs up or anything like that? What do you guys plan? What's your guys' future plan for the masks?
yeah, we're going to try and do something for everybody.
Yeah.
The print is not really the important thing. It's more that everybody is protected.
Sure.
Yeah. So with that being said, I told my buddy, hey, you know what? Just don't worry about the print. Get us as much as you can, as fast as you can. So if you got to use extra from another order or whatever, just use it and we'll take whatever, just so we can get everybody here protected. The virus doesn't spread more. We can get out of this and we can finally go down to the beach and go cruise with each other.
Yeah, get back to normal.
Yeah, like
already.
shake hands and hug people
Yeah.
again. So yeah, I mean, this has kind of been a bummer, but yeah, I think it's something that in the end, we're gonna all appreciate what we have.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, doing whatever we can do. We take suggestions. If anybody out there has something that they can suggest to make it better or whatever, shoot them our way, bro.
Right.
Strongarm Hawaiians on Instagram, Kavika Pelletier on Facebook. Whatever help we can get from anybody, I'll take the help.
Right on, brother.
Yeah, man.
Kavika, thank you so much for coming on, man. It's been great. Everybody, Strongarm Hawaiians, find them. They got these nice masks, but not only that, they have a great product line going up also. And you guys are in Kapolei also and online too,
Yeah,
right?
Kamakana Ali, Noeau in Kamakana Ali. Yeah.
Right.
Get 2 stores inside there. Go check them out.
Check them out, everybody. And as always, stay happy, Hawaii.
Stay safe. Aloha.
Aloha.